This terrifying territory of the abyssal reef holds old secrets buried inside the pages of ancient history. This is no ordinary coastline but a fortress where solid rocks descend directly into dark, mysterious waters. Today, the firm soil of this prehistoric land shakes from an unfamiliar and terrifying structural tremor line. King Kong, the sole protector and king of this Pacific island, senses an approaching danger in air. This Gamasan Ran represents a clash against the ultimate prehistoric sea monster entering the local territory now. The Leviathan, a 60-foot-long giant sea serpent, enters with a determination to matan his rival. The air is filled with hot boiling steam and the scent of deep ocean water currents colliding. This heavy atmosphere indicates massive total destruction as the hierarchy of this primitive marine habitat faces alter. The centuries-old silence of the coastline environment is about to explode from a sudden ambush strike. Suddenly, Leviathan explodes from the watery depths, launching itself forward like a mysterious primal marine missile. The serpent targeted the supreme Hakam of the island, executing its movement with absolute physical velocity. Utilizing Pani Ke and here, the giant serpent launched a fast strike, leaving the protector no recovery. The serpent wrapped its steel coils tightly around Kong's broad shoulders, chest and large arms today. The monster began pulling the king toward Garipani, initiating a phase of highly dangerous constriction. This constriction process intensifies as every passing single moment rapidly drained vital oxygen from his body. Survival appeared almost impossible as the constriction process threatened to break the large island leader completely. The relentless pressure sent shockwaves through the immediate ocean habitat, spreading an absolute wave of terror. However, the king's deep rage and natural intelligence remain his most devastating primitive weapons for defense. Despite experiencing devastating physical pain under water pressure, the primate activated his core natural intelligence now. He grabbed a heavy sharp granite stone from the reef, utilizing unique primate tool usage behavior. This sharp geological instrument would serve as his primary defense weapon against the colossal sea serpent. The primate drove the stone with force into the sensitive artery location behind the sea monster's brain. An intense wave of pain surged through the serpent's body, forcing its tight coils to loosen. Seizing the opportunity, Kong combined his massive hands into a double fist strike configuration for defense. The primate secured the sea monster's head, breaking its offensive leverage completely beneath the rolling surf. He smashed the sea monster's head against the granite wall, repeatedly creating an intensely brutal ocean battle. Each heavy impact shattered the stone layers as the Badshahi of the sea was decided by Quwwat. This confrontation amidst water and ancient earth became the most ferocious ocean battle in history today. This epic ocean battle showdown concludes with a shared story of immense natural destruction and victory. As the Leviathan's body went loose, Kong threw it into the dark depths of marine trenches. The defeated predator vanished into the shadows, ensuring it would never return to threaten this local ecosystem. The island king emerges from the deep water, breathing heavily as he seeks high ground across shore. The Titan climbs a green rock with his body covered in deep wounds from the combat phase. The Muhafi sparkle remains bright within his eyes as he stands like a giant shadow tonight. Standing between the setting sun and rising moon, his presence announces supreme triumph across the territory. He releases a massive roar toward the sky, shaking the entire abyssal reef perimeter with power. This roar declares that no matter how terrifying the enemy, the true Hakam remains Hamisha Kong. The ultimate protector stands firm, confirming that absolute Badshahi over the abyssal reef belongs Hamisha here. The unique landscape of the island is permanently modified by the extreme physical violence of today's fight. Agitated marine elements settle once again into pools as the coast returns to quiet twilight state. Life along the shore slowly resumes as smaller organisms witness the aftermath of the Titan's war. These jagged stone monuments have witnessed the fall of massive sea serpents and the rise of victors. Scavengers descend from high altitudes to participate in the final chapter of this deadly marine struggle. Relics of the combat are slowly buried by the sands of time, becoming part of history. Tranquility returns to the territory, but the memory of the dangerous invasion will echo Hamisha here. Even the strongest kings must tend to their wounds after surviving a lethal encounter with monsters. As dawn approaches, the predator's memory fades and the sun honors the victors of final battle. Nature adapts quickly to violence, using the scars of the past as foundation for the future. The waters are still once again hiding the memory of the giant predators that fought here. Even in the sight of destruction, new life begins to bloom, fueled by rich volcanic soil. Walking through the ferns, the ruler re-established his daily patrol of the land he successfully defended. Standing tall, the ancient trees endure the passing of seasons and the violent wars of titans. The forest is alive with movement as the cycle of life continues under watchful eyes here. At night, the marsh reveals its eerie beauty, masking the violence that occurred beneath the moon. Steam rises from cooling earth as the heat of the battle dissipates into darkening night air. The ocean canopy hides many secrets, but the story of the hunt will always be told. Small life forms emerge once again to claim their place in the cycle of nature today. Even the strongest kings must tend to their domain after surviving a lethal encounter with monsters. The moon watches over a kingdom that has successfully defended itself against the greatest of terrors. With the arrival of dawn, the king prepares to patrol his vast territory once again today. The river remains a source of life for all creatures who call this mysterious basin home. The waterfall provides a moment of reflection for the ruler who has survived another day today. A king sees more than just a survivor in the reflection, he sees weight of duty. Light returns to the land, revealing the true scale of the prehistoric world where titans rule. Nature's small workers begin the task of reclaiming the site where massive primal titans fought. Even the most fearsome predators are part of a delicate balance that sustains life. Hamisha. Mountain waters steadily rinse the old muddy fields, restoring clarity across the entire marshland habitat zones. Pristine atmospheric movements shroud the highest ridges, keeping silent vigil over changing primitive wildlife domains. Hamisha. Morning condensation provides critical sustenance for small local organisms moving through dense hidden foliage layers routinely. Towering ancient groves remain unaffected by massive apex confrontations, preserving natural structures over long eras. Hamisha. Tranquility returns to the basin, but the memory of dangerous hunt will echo Hamisha in time. The legends of the abyssal reef will forever echo the day the king stood firm. Hamisha.